There will come a day when you take your last breath, and in that moment, one question will haunt you. Did I truly live? Most people don't realize it until it's too late. The chances they never took, the words they left unsaid, the time they wasted waiting for someday, a someday that never came. But you still have time. You still have a chance to break free from the regrets that will one day chain you down. The question is, will you take it? Or will you be like the millions who let life slip through their fingers, only to realize the truth when it's too late? If you've made it this far, then something inside you is already searching for more, searching for the secret to a life with no regrets. Don't stop now. Stay until the end, and I promise you will never look at your life the same way again. Stay with me, and I'll give you something priceless, a truth that could rewrite your future, a truth that could free you from regret forever. But I won't beg you to listen, because those who are meant to hear this will feel it in their soul. Let's begin. Stop chasing the past. It's gone, and it will never return. Stop fearing the future. It's not promised, and worrying won't change it. All you have is this moment, right here, right now. Breathe it in, live it fully, and never let it slip away. The past is a heavy chain around your neck, and the future is a fog you'll never fully see through. But the present is a gift, a fleeting heartbeat, a whisper of eternity in your hands. Hold it tight before it vanishes. You can spend your whole life waiting for the perfect time, but what if today is the only time you'll ever have? Perfection is a myth, but living, truly living, is a choice. Choose now, or spend forever wondering what could have been. Every second that passes is one you'll never get back. Every breath you take is one step closer to the unknown. So why waste even a moment on regret? Grab life by the throat and make it yours before it's too late. Tomorrow is a dream, yesterday is a ghost, but today is real, today is breathing, today is everything. If you don't live now, then when? If you don't love now, then why? Regret isn't the pain of what you did. It's the torment of what you never had the courage to do. Fear is a liar, whispering stories of failure that may never come true. But do you know what's worse than failing? Never trying at all and living with the agony of what if? Life will never hand you certainty, only the possibility of greatness. The ones who truly live aren't the ones who never fall, but the ones who rise after every stumble. Take the risk, take the leap, take the chance. One day you'll thank yourself for being brave enough to try. You think playing it safe will protect you from regret? No, it will only guarantee it. The safest path is often the one that leads straight to a life of empty days and silent longing. Be bold, be reckless, be wild. At least you'll have a story worth telling. Fear will steal your dreams and replace them with excuses. It will convince you that waiting is wisdom, that hesitation is safety. But all it does is trap you in a life that isn't yours. Walk through the fear or be buried beneath it. A lifetime of playing it safe will only lead to a deathbed full of sorrow. Regret doesn't come from failure. It comes from never trying at all. The world belongs to those who dare to chase the impossible. Let go of fear before it suffocates you. Failure is not the end. It is the beginning of a new path you never saw before. Every fall is a lesson. Every mistake is a teacher. If you never fail, you never learn. And if you never learn, you never truly live. They told you failure is something to fear, but they lied. Failure is proof that you tried, proof that you had the courage to step forward when others stood still. The only people who never fail are the ones who never attempt anything great. So fail, rise, and try again, because that is the road to a life worth living. The worst mistake is not making one. The worst regret is never knowing how far you could have gone. Success is born from countless failures, and every setback is a sign that you dared to dream. So don't fear the fall. Fear the life that never left the ground. You will mess up. You will fall apart. You will break and think you can't go on. And then, in that moment, you will realize this is where the strongest parts of you are born. One failure doesn't define you. 100 failures don't define you. What defines you is whether you let them bury you or build you into something greater. Stand up, wipe the dust off, and walk again, because you are not done yet. The world will try to mold you, shape you, and silence you, but your soul was never meant to fit into their expectations. Speak, dream, love, loudly, recklessly, unapologetically. Because the greatest tragedy isn't being disliked, it's never truly being yourself. Your time is slipping through your fingers like grains of sand. Will you waste it living someone else's life? Will you look back and realize you were just a shadow of who you were meant to be? Or will you rise and burn so brightly that the world will never forget your name? They will tell you to be realistic, to be practical, to be small. Ignore them. The ones who change the world never listen to the ones too afraid to try. Be bold, be wild, be utterly, completely, beautifully you. Every time you silence your own heart to please others, a piece of your soul fades away. You are not here to be quiet, to be small, to be invisible. You are here to take up space, to shine, to leave your mark. Live your truth before it's too late. One day you'll look in the mirror and wonder where the real you went. If you don't fight for yourself now, you will wake up as a stranger in your own life. Don't let the world tame your fire. Burn brightly, fiercely, unapologetically. Life will not wait for you. It will pass in a blink, and suddenly you'll be standing at the end wondering where it all went. Don't waste. You think you have time, but you don't. Every second is a heartbeat closer to your last. Will you waste it on fear, on hesitation, on waiting for the right moment? Or will you live so fully that even death will stand in awe of you? There will never be a perfect day to start. There will never be a perfect moment to say yes to your dreams. The only perfect moment is now. If you don't take it, it will be gone forever. The clock is ticking, and life is not slowing down for you. Every dream left unchased, every word left unsaid, every love left unexpressed. Those are the things that will haunt you. Don't let the years slip away in a haze of routine. Wake up and live. You are not promised tomorrow. You are not even promised the next hour. All you have is now. This breath, this moment, this heartbeat. Make it count or let it slip away forever. Holding on to the past is like gripping a knife by the blade. It only deepens the wound. You cannot rewrite what has already been written, but you can choose what comes next. Let go, not for them, but for you. Because the longer you hold on, the more it destroys you from the inside. You cannot move forward while clinging to the weight of yesterday. The pain, the betrayal, the mistakes, they do not define you. Forgiveness is not about saying it was okay. It's about setting yourself free. Free yourself because you deserve peace more than you deserve revenge. Every moment you spend resenting someone is a moment you steal from your own happiness. They may never say sorry, they may never change, but that is not your burden to carry. Let them go, not because they deserve it, but because you do. You deserve a life unchained. Regret is a prison where the bars are built from your own unwillingness to forgive yourself. You are not the person you were back then. You are wiser, stronger, and still growing. So stop punishing yourself for the mistakes of someone who no longer exists. You will never know true freedom until you learn to release what is already gone. You cannot change the past and you cannot control others. But you can decide that today, right now, you refuse to carry pain that no longer belongs to you. Breathe, release, and step into the life that's waiting for you. How many dreams have died because of fear? How many moments have passed while you stood frozen, waiting for a sign that never came? The truth is, there are no perfect conditions, no guarantees. The only way to live without regret is to chase what sets your soul on fire. Now. There will always be a reason to wait. There will always be a reason to say, not yet. But one day you will wake up and realize that time has passed, and your dreams have become nothing more than fading whispers. Don't let that happen. Start before you're ready and figure it out on the way. Your dreams were never meant to be small. They were never meant to be safe. They are meant to terrify you, push you, and make you feel alive. Chase them with reckless abandon, because a life spent playing small is the greatest regret of all. The saddest stories are not the ones where people fail. The saddest stories are the ones where people never even tried. You have one chance at this life, and the window is closing every second. Run toward what you love before it's too late. Your passion is not random. It's your soul's way of telling you where you belong. Ignore it, and you will spend your days haunted by the life you could have lived. Follow it, and you will know the freedom of a heart that beats without regret. The choice is yours, but time will not wait for you to decide. At the end of your life, no one will remember the money you made or the titles you held. They will remember how you made them feel. Love fiercely, forgive easily, and leave no kind words unsaid. Because in the end, all that remains is the love you gave away. Tell them you love them. Tell them now, not tomorrow, not next week. You don't know how much time you have, and neither do they. Don't let your last words be silence. We think we have forever to say the things that matter, but life is fragile and time is ruthless. Love loudly, love boldly, love without hesitation, because the worst regret is love left unspoken. They will not always be there. One day you will reach for them and find only memories. If you love them, show them, now, today, while you still can. Because regret is love unexpressed, and you don't want to carry that weight. No act of kindness is ever wasted. Even the smallest gesture, a smile, a kind word, a gentle touch, can change someone's world. In the end, we are not measured by what we took, but by what we gave. So give, love, and leave this world better than you found it. Every scar, every heartbreak, every mistake, it all shaped you into who you are today. Stop wishing you could erase your past. Without it, you wouldn't have the wisdom, the strength, the fire in your soul. You are not your regrets. You are the warrior who survived them. You cannot go back and change what has been done. You cannot rewrite the choices that led you here. But you can decide right now that regret will no longer control you. You are still breathing, and as long as you are alive, you have the power to create a future worth living for. Look at yourself in the mirror. That reflection is the only person who will be with you from your first breath to your last. Don't disappoint them. Live in a way that, when you take your final breath, you can smile and say, I lived with no regrets. The only thing worse than making mistakes is never making any at all. Mistakes mean you tried, you risked, you lived. A perfect life is an unlived one. So let go of the guilt and embrace the beauty of a life that was never meant to be flawless. A regret-free life is not one without mistakes, but one where mistakes were lessons, not burdens. Where love was given freely, not withheld. Where chances were taken, not feared. So live boldly, love deeply, and never look back with sorrow. The secret to a life without regrets? Wake up every morning and be grateful for another chance. See the beauty in the ordinary, and never forget that even your worst days are days someone else is praying to have. You will never have everything you want, but you already have everything you need to be happy. Gratitude is the key that turns what you have into enough. Open your eyes before life forces you to. There are people who would trade everything to have just one more day, and yet, here you are, wasting yours on regret. Don't wait until loss teaches you the value of time. Open your heart, embrace today, and live like you understand how precious this life truly is. Happiness is not found in what you chase. It is found in what you cherish. Stop waiting for someday and start finding joy in now. The smallest moments, laughter with a friend, sunlight on your face, the warmth of a hug, these are the things you will miss when they are gone. Don't let life pass you by while you're too busy looking for something better. One day you will close your eyes for the last time. When that moment comes, will you feel peace or regret? Every choice you make today decides that answer. So choose wisely. Choose to live, to love, to take risks, and to leave no words unsaid. One day, you'll look back on this moment and realize it wasn't just another video. It was a wake-up call. You now know what most people never realize until it's too late. But knowing is not enough. The real question is, what will you do with it? This is just the beginning. There's so much more I want to share with you. Secrets that could change everything. But here's the thing. I can't give it all to you in one video. The most powerful lessons, they're coming next, and you won't want to miss them. Trust me, you'll thank yourself later. I need to hear from you. What's the one thing you refuse to regret in life? Drop it in the comments. Your words might just inspire someone else who needs to hear them. And if this hit you in the heart, don't keep it to yourself. Like the video, share it, because someone out there, someone just like you, is searching for this right now. Stay, grow, become unstoppable. Before you go, take one last step. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Not for me, for you, because the next time you need this message, it'll be waiting for you. Until then, live boldly, love deeply, and leave no regrets behind.